everybody, it's Kim here from Kyms Homestead with you once again in a very sunny Victoria, Australia. How are you? All going well, I hope. Well, today I'm going to be doing probably the last large shop before my pantry challenge begins. Now, each year I do a 3-month pantry challenge, and I usually do it over the winter months. So I usually start the 1st of June and I go through until the 30th of September. So this time I hope to be actually going for 6 months. Now this year, rather than just not going to the supermarket at all, except for cat food and fresh vegetables, because I let a lot of my stocks dwindle before moving the homestead, all my paper goods, toilet paper, paper towel and so forth, a lot of that dwindled away so that I didn't have to move it. Now, rather than going out and buying, 20 odd bundles of toilet paper and paper towel and possibly starting another run on toilet paper again, which I don't want to do, I do have 1 or 2 big packets in the pantry, and as I need it, I'll be just picking some up. I will be staying out of the supermarkets for as long as possible. The main aim of this pantry challenge is, when I moved, I found a lot of canned goods and goods that I had squirreled away in all sorts of places. And some of it's, from 2017, so it's getting a bit old. So that's the sort of foods that I've got to try and work through. So the main aim of this pantry challenge is to turn over the stocks that I've got, get rid of all the old canned goods, and before buying anything new. That's why I'm going for 6 months, and I hope to be hopefully clearing down a few shelves and that of the new pantry and organising it a bit more, and hopefully setting in a good rotation system so that I don't find myself in this situation again where I've got old foods sitting on the shelf forever and a day. Because I've taken the trouble of growing most of it, processing it, canning it. There's the cost of the jars, and it's just sitting there deteriorating in nutritional value while it's sitting on the shelf. So it's time to do something with it. So I'll still be purchasing fresh goods, but only when I absolutely have to. So there'll be no more just popping down to the shops for a bag of spuds or a can of baked beans or anything like that. If I don't have it in the pantry, I will probably do without and find an alternative. And if I absolutely can't find an alternative, well, then I'll make a list and pop down and get it then. But it's mainly only paper products such as toilet paper, fresh vegetables, and possibly cat food. So there's the pantry challenge in a nutshell. So this is going to be pretty well the last large pantry shop that I'll be doing for the next 6 months. There are still 1 or 2 smaller products that I possibly need to get. If I can do without them, I will. But for 6 months, I may not be able to. So, there we go. Let's have a look at the last large shop before the pantry challenge. Well, in this part of the grocery haul, I'm going to be doing the cold goods first. I don't have a lot of bench space, so I've got to put it out in 2 separate lots, and this lot I'd like to get put away in the freezer, fridges, and wherever else it goes. So to start with, we have 3-litre apple, orange and mango juice. I do like a glass of juice at lunchtime with dinner. Then we have a couple of containers of ice cream, some classic veggie mix for stir fries, some superfood slaw mix for salads and that through the week, some bok choy, celery, cucumber, asparagus, and over there we have broccoli, and hidden in that bag down there is capsicums. Then I've got 2 containers of margarine. I don't normally have margarine, but butter's just way too dear at the moment, and being winter it won't spread like it normally does, so I thought I'll go margarine. It's a hell of a lot cheaper. Then we have some packets of frozen snap peas. I've got 2 of those. Some frozen snap beans. I've got 2 of those. Crinkle cut chips. Golden crunchy hash browns. Some free range eggs. There's 18 to a pack there. Onions. I bought a large bag of potatoes because what I don't eat I can can, and what I don't can I can plant. 2 things of Danish salami. I do like a few bickies and cheese with salami at night time occasionally. Some sandwich meat. Some pork sausages. Some thinly sliced steak for basically a steak and black bean stir fry, and 2 packets of bacon, and also some chicken schnitzels. There's a 4-pack there. So that is it for the fresh goods, and I'll set out the other ones and we'll go through and have a look at those. Well, here's the rest of it, guys. So, what have we got? Well, a big packet of the Viva kitchen paper towel. Let's see. 3 different sorts of dried cat food. I've got the Friskies Meaty Grills, the Optimum Urinary Tract Care, and the Optimum Fur Ball. So I usually just mix all that in together, and the cats get basically free choice biscuits throughout whenever they want. Then I got 5 tins of sandwich tuna and 4 tins of sardines, 6 tins of Heinz baked beans with ham, and 4 tins of Heinz spaghetti in tomato sauce. I do like a little dessert at night time sometimes, so if I'm not having an ice cream, I like these sort of things. This one is golden syrup. I've got 2 of those. One of the salted caramel and one of the chocolate. So they'll be quite nice with a little ice cream or cream at night time. And for special guests, yes sis, I'll have something nice for when you come over this time. Some nice biscuits. I've got Twix with these Secret Centre biscuits, caramel crowns, and a new one I haven't seen before is the Golden Gay Time biscuits. Now I love my Golden Gay Time ice cream, so I thought this looked very interesting. Then I've got some teas. There's orange and cinnamon and passion fruit and vanilla. Very nice those. 2 big bags of spaghetti or pasta to some. 1 Vegemite and 1 peanut butter. I've also got a mixed assortment of these ready noodles. So there's 2 to a pack. So when I'm doing stir fries and stuff like that, they're really nice to have. Then over here I have some Long Life cream, some more Long Life milk, some seafood sauce. I love to have that with carrot sticks. It's very nice. Gee, I'm not focusing very well here, am I? And some ketchup. I've got a recipe to make with that. So normally I just have tomato sauce. And this is the desolvent for taking the labels off my jars. A can of air freshener and 2 dishwashing liquids. This particular one is raspberry and apples. Sounds delicious. Don't know whether to wash me dishes or eat it. And with all this, oh boy, I got one of these little promos that we're having here in our supermarket. So this will be nice to put my kitchen ladles and spoons and whatnot on when I'm cooking instead of dirtying up my counters. So this is probably one of the last shops before my pantry challenge begins. Now, as I said, I am going to try for a 6-month pantry challenge. So this is just the basics that I would normally go down and top up over 6 months. So this is so I don't have to, and that way I'm not tempted to put something else in my basket that I shouldn't be. So, how much did all this cost? Also, I got 3 large loaves of bread, and I think I forgot to mention the onions when I was doing the fresh groceries. So there we go, all that cost me $412.28. I had a total savings from things that were on special and buy 2 for this amount, you know. The total savings came to $61.70. I am actually going to keep a record of all of this. I have an app which I've found to be very, very handy. It's called My List. And on that, I have all of my pantry goods, what weight it is, how much it cost, how many I need, how many I've got actually. So when I go through and pick out one of the goods, say it's a thing of tomato sauce, and I've got 4, I just change how many I have from 4 to 3, and it tells me how many I've got of what in the pantry. It also has each section, you know, such as dairy or canned goods or cat food or beauty products or or anything like that. So it's actually a very, very good app. Now, the basic app is free. So you just go to your Play Store and you download the app, which is My List, and you can put on and make lists of whatever. I've got many, many lists on this. I've got one for each freezer, one for the fridges, one for my pantry, and when I get it up and running, one for my working pantry, which that's a project for later on. And that way I can tell at a moment's notice what I've got and where it is, which has been really, really handy. It also has a spot there if you're interested in making your own meal planners, and you can add your own recipes, so you can mix what you have in your fridge, pantry, cupboard, whatever else, with your recipes, and it tells you what you need from where. There is a paid part of this app where you can actually import recipes, which I found to be really helpful. I can just look up a recipe from Google or anywhere else and click on the app section of the browser and download that particular recipe to my app, which has been really, really great. So that's something to look at if you're looking for an app where you can keep track on all these things. I found it very, very helpful. You might too. So that's where I'm going to keep a track of all of these products, and as I put them away, I'm going to be breaking them down into like with those puddings. There's 4 puddings to a packet. They were $2.75 each, so I will break that down into 4 so I can tell what each one has cost me. And yeah, I can basically, with this app, if you put a price to everything, it will tell you to the dollar how much food you've actually got stored away. So mine would be thousands and thousands. But anyway, you can tell what you've got put away and how much it's cost you. You can also go back, say maybe 6 months' time, and see what you paid then and what the shops are selling items for in 6 months' time. So you know whether you're actually getting a really good deal or you're getting ripped off. So I found it very helpful, and I think I'm going to find putting each of the products in at a cost rate very helpful too, especially to keep an eye on costings as things get a little dubious, might we say. Anyway, so that is my pantry haul for early 2024 for the pantry challenge. Anyway, that's it for me, guys. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give me a big thumbs up. That would be very much appreciated. And if you've got any suggestions or comments, please leave them down below, and I will catch you very shortly with another video. Bye for now.